Okay, I'm blue in the face, yeah, as I lie on the floor. I'm tired, exhausted with everything in me, like the youth from the night before. Ayo, fuck this shit, I'm tired of chasing bitches. I already wasted too much time, I could've used on business, and I guess I did it internet. Trying to find a missus, but I'm starting to realize that everybody's freaky, yeah, everybody be switching. So it took me too long to recognize that I've been living backwards. My life is a disaster, priorities are out of whack. I'm trying to get on track, yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Her pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth a dime, yeah. Been living backwards, my life is a disaster, priorities are out of whack. I'm trying to get on track, yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Her pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth a dime, yeah. And every time I go out now, I get a rush to my head. Been starting to think that maybe the world is better off with me dead. I ain't living for the right reasons no more. I'm not as happy as I used to be way before this all started. Bombarded, I got fucked over and became cold-hearted. Wish I never ever changed, cause things won't ever be the same. Yeah, I've been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track. Yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Her pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth a dime, yeah. Been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track. Yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Her pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth a dime, yeah. Okay, I'm blue in the face, yeah, as I lie on the floor. I'm tired, exhausted with everything in me, like the youth from the night before. Ayo, fuck this shit, I'm tired of chasing bitches. I already wasted too much time, I could've used on business, and I guess I did it internet. Trying to find a missus, but I'm starting to realize that everybody's freaky, yeah, everybody be switching. So it took me too long to recognize that I've been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track, yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Her pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth a dime, yeah. Been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track, yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Her pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth a dime, yeah. And every time I go out now, I get a rush to my head. Been starting to think that maybe the world is better off with me dead. I ain't living for the right reasons no more. I'm not as happy as I used to be way before this all started. Bombarded, I got fucked over and became cold-hearted. Wish I never ever changed, cause things won't ever be the same. Yeah, I've been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track. Yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Her pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth a dime, yeah. Been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track. Yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Her pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth a dime, yeah. Okay, I'm blue in the face, yeah, as I lie on the floor. I'm tired, exhausted with everything in me, like the youth from the night before. Ayo, fuck this shit, I'm tired of chasing bitches. I already wasted too much time, I could've used on business, and I guess I did it internet. Trying to find a missus, Everybody be switching sides, took me too long to recognize that I've been living backwards. My life is a disaster, priorities are out of whack. I'm trying to get on track, yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Hurt pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth the chance, yeah. Been living backwards, my life is a disaster, priorities are out of whack. I'm trying to get on track, yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Hurt pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth the chance, yeah. And every time I go out now, I get a rush to my head. Been starting to think that maybe the world is better off with me dead. I ain't living for the right reasons no more. I'm not as happy as I used to be way before this all started. Bombarded, I got fucked over and became cold-hearted. Wish I never ever changed, cause things won't ever be the same. Yeah, I've been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track. Yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Hurt pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth the chance, yeah. Been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track. Yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Hurt pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth the chance, yeah. Okay, I'm blue in the face, yeah, as I lie on the floor. I'm tired, exhausted with everything and any like the use from the night before. Hey, yo, fuck this shit, I'm tired of chasing bitches. I already wasted too much time, I could've used some business, and I guess I did it internet. Trying to find a missus, but I'm starting to realize that everybody's freaky, yeah. Everybody be switching sides, took me too long to recognize that I've been living backwards. My life is a disaster, priorities are out of whack. I'm trying to get on track, yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Hurt pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth the chance, yeah. Been living backwards, my life is a disaster, priorities are out of whack. I'm trying to get on track, yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Hurt pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth the chance, yeah. And every time I go out now, I get a rush to my head. Been starting to think that maybe the world is better off with me dead. I ain't living for the right reasons no more. I'm not as happy as I used to be way before this all started. Bombarded, I got fucked over and became cold-hearted. Wish I never ever changed, cause things won't ever be the same. Yeah, I've been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track. Yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Hurt pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth the chance, yeah. Been living backwards, my life is a disaster. Priorities are out of whack, I'm trying to get on track. Yeah, I'm in need of help, I can't find it. Hurt pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like a pebble who isn't worth the chance, yeah.
Hello. Hello. Hi everyone. Hello. Edie, thank you for the sub. Hello. The backslash, thank you for the sub. Triggerblade, thank you for the sub. Who gifted the subs? Who did the gift subs? Wait, it doesn't show. Who gifted me the subs? Who is it? It doesn't show on my list. What the fuck? I'm gonna. Backslash, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you. So I have to look in my.
_3 gifted a tier 1 subscription to Super Mage.
Number string. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you. Thank you. Hi everybody. Konkurva. Hello. Hi everybody. Hi Sponge Cake. Thank you for the sub. Hi. Hello. Hi. Happy New Year's. Oh my god, tomorrow's gonna be 2025. Maybe we'll get hightailed before GTA 6. That would be crazy. Oh no way, Valorant! Thank you for
subscriptions to the community.
Shout out for Shadow. Thank you for the gift sub. Thank you. Is it? What is the Valorant deal going on? I don't even know about that because I haven't been on Twitch. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Shadow, thank you. What is bonus? The bonus for? Like, what's the multiplier or whatever? Like, what is the multiplier? What entails Valorant giving gift subs? Is it 1 every 5 or something? What is it? Laughing. Thank you for the follow. Hi. Nice to meet you. Every 5 subs gives 1 extra. Ah. Naruhodo. Has 2025 has to be me year or Dark Omens will follow. 2025 will be your year. You guys heard it from my mom. My mom said that she wants you guys to have the best 2025 ever. It'll be the best year that you've ever had in your lives. So if my mom says it'll be so, then it'll be so. You gotta trust my mom. My mom's intuition is insane. So she's wishing you all the best. So you guys are gonna have the very best. Thanks, Mom! Thank you, Mom! Thank you, Kibbles, Mom! I love my mom. I've been spending a lot of time with my mom. A lot of time! I have hardly... You know, I haven't been at my computer very much for the last couple weeks. I just haven't had the time. I've just not... I've been out touching grass a lot. It's crazy. The only game I've been able to play, really, actively, is Club Penguin. I've been playing a lot of Club Penguin. Is your kitty back to full health? No. I will tell you all about his journey, though, here in a minute. It's gonna be a long story. But he's okay-ish. But he's not full health at all. No. Okay, but you eat lunch? I'm eating it right now. I'm having KFC. I got the 2-piece. It's actually pretty cheap, honestly. KFC is pretty cheap comparatively to a lot of fast food. You get like a 2-piece meal. You get 2-piece chicken plus a side and a drink and then a biscuit, right? And it's really cheap. It's actually super duper like affordable. Okay, so I guess you guys are all wondering about my baby. Are you all wondering about my baby? I will tell you the full story of everything from start to ending. Sounds good? Buckle up. Okay. Let's start from the very beginning. As you know, I was going to delay my stream like 2 Tuesdays ago, right? I was going to delay my stream because I didn't think it was as major. I noticed he was being pretty lethargic and he was kind of acting a little funny and you know, just not himself. And we were like, okay, maybe he's not feeling well, maybe he's got a tummy ache. Because if you remember, back in April, I took him to the vet because he had some sort of what we thought was a foreign mass, what we thought was a hairball in his tummy. and we decided not to operate on him. And we decided to do some dietary changes and stuff, and you know, we used a thing called, it's like, what's it called? Oh, what's that called? It's like a little paste. But we started putting that in his food. And we went back and got x-rays again, and it looked like it had moved. Like it looked like the mass was going away, like it was going through his digestion. So we weren't worried about it, and he was fine up until, you know, those 2 Tuesdays ago. So we took him to the vet that day. I canceled stream, and they called us and said, hey, this mass that he has inside of them, it's not a hairball. We don't know what it is. We are going to have to do a exploratory surgery immediately tomorrow. So on Wednesday, they started surgery early in the morning, or I guess it was like kind of towards the afternoon, really. And they called us, and well, I knew they called us because I heard my mom scream. And I went upstairs and we bawled our eyes out together while my dad shut himself in the bathroom so he could take the phone and hear the vet for us and talk to the vet for us because we were in shambles. And we were told he has a tumor in his gastrointestinal tract. It was like in his like small intestine, like going into his stomach. And they gave us the option. They're like, well, his prognosis does not look very good. It does not look very good. We have the option of not waking him up from the anesthesia. And of course, they're probably hearing in the background me and my mom crying and begging my dad, please. They probably thought that he abuses us, but because we were like, please don't kill our cat, please don't kill him, please don't kill our baby. And if you read the notes, if you read the notes that I posted from all of his documentation and stuff in the Discord server, I put that there for all the donors. You can see that moment. It's in writing forever in his medical records. It's in writing. But we said no, we're gonna fight for him. The vet said okay, and she removed most of the mass. She could not remove part of the mass. It was kind of like it was like a flat kind of piece of the tumor that she did not feel comfortable removing because right on the other side of the tumor was his pancreas, and she did not want to risk removing that and cutting into his pancreas. So she left that part in, but she removed most of the mass, and then she removed a inflamed lymph node. And because of, you know, like the inflamed lymph node and the location of the mass, the vet was pretty confident that he had gastrointestinal lymphoma, you know, cancer. And so we had to wait for her to send that to pathology for a biopsy. So that night after surgery, because our that vet that we had taken him to for the surgery, they don't have like overnight like emergency care. And, you know, he needed his IVs every 2 hours. And also his, what do you call it? I'm always blanking on this word. It fights infection. What do you call it? It's a very simple fucking word and I can't think of what it is. Antibiotics. I don't know why that word slips my mind. He needed his antibiotics. Hello, VT back again. Hello. So yeah, he also needed his antibiotics once at night and then once in the morning. So we had to take him home for the night, and he was He was seeing pink elephants, and he was out of it. He laid on the floor with us all night, and he was so out of it that he could not close his eyes to sleep. He would just lay there and be staring off into the distance, and it kind of freaked us out. But me and my mom would wake up every 2 hours throughout the night and flush his IV. And then when we had to give him his antibiotics, we had to give him like this little amount on this syringe, and we had to do it over 5 minutes, like very, very slowly. 5 minutes is a very long time, by the way. Very slowly administering it, because when you push it in, it hurts. So that was very, very stressful. By the morning one, we couldn't get the needle in to give him his second one, so we had to have the vet do it once we brought him in an hour later. So we brought him back to the vet, and they watched him for the day, and then we had to go, I'm trying to think of where we are in the story. I think, okay, we had to go take him to another vet that had emergency care, and we had to put him in for like, I think 4 days. We had them watch him for 4 days because our vet told us that because when they were stitching him back up after his surgery, they were stitching together unhealthy tissue, you know, like scar tissue, like both sides, you know, like stitching together scar tissue to scar tissue. So they weren't very confident it would hold, and day 3 to 4 is their most critical like time period. Like if something happens with that stitching, he could go into septic shock. So we didn't want our kitty to have sepsis, so we let him stay at an emergency care, getting monitored and getting IVs every 2 hours for the next 4 days before we ended up taking him home. So we took him home. I had to, because my parents had to, you know, do some shopping and grocery shopping and stuff. I had to pretty much be monitoring him 24/7 because I had to make sure he wasn't licking his sutures, he wasn't jumping on anything, he wasn't like, you know, just like dying, you know. I had to make sure he wasn't dying, so I was constantly having to monitor him. And then I think on the 23rd, I think it was the 23rd, we got a call from pathology with the biopsy. Well, we didn't get a call from pathology. We got a call from our main vet. We got a call from our main vet, and she said, "Do you believe in miracles?" That's literally her opening line. It's so incredible. Do you believe in miracles? And we're like, yeah. And she said, well, Mochi does not have cancer. His pathology reports came back that he does not have the suspected gastrointestinal lymphoma, which is a good thing, which means that his prognosis went from being really bad to being, what's the term? What's the term? Trying to think of the right term. Not stable, it's there's a word for it. I'm thinking guarded, that's the word I was looking for. Guarded, so essentially uncertain. His prognosis is more uncertain, but can be, it's guarded to good. Yeah, guarded to good. So the reason being is my baby, no sound, huh? Or is that just you guys? Is that just that guy? Okay, I guess that's just that guy. Okay. So the reason being that is now guarded, but not really poor. It was previously pretty poor. if he had gastrointestinal lymphoma. He has feline gastrointestinal eosinophilic sclerosing fibroplasia. I memorized it! Let's go! It took a bit, but I memorized it. Can you believe that? Feline gastrointestinal eosinophilic sclerosing fibroplasia. Yes. We're talking about my cat. We're talking about why I've been gone for the last 2 weeks. So, this condition he has, the biggest study in the world on this condition was done this year in 2024. The biggest study ever of a whopping 60 cats. A whopping 60 cats. And yeah, I think that says everything you need to know about this condition. So I noticed in my research a lot of the symptoms are very close to, or like at least the management of it is a lot like IBD. Basically he grows masses in his tummy, or like it can be other places, but usually it's like in the gastrointestinal tract. It's in cats, and it basically means he grows these masses that like inflame and stuff. I don't really fully understand it. They don't know the cause. They have many guesses, but like at this point it's like you could look at him wrong and that's how he got it. And so our resources, you know, our vet and our other vet and the university, they've never heard of this condition before. Never heard of it before.
Oh, wow.
So, the only resource I've been able to really find for it is a singular website that has like some studies and stuff. So it's very, very new condition, very newly studied, very newly diagnosed. And yes, rare conditions do sound expensive. So, he hasn't been taking them because he's been recovering from surgery, but he took his first one last night. And unfortunately, he has been throwing up finally. He wasn't, which is not a good thing. We were hoping that he was doing really well. He was doing really well, very playful, wasn't throwing up at all, but he started throwing up last night, and then he threw up today. So he has to take prednisolone, which is a cortisosteroid? Am I saying that right? It's a steroid. He has to take that every day for the rest of his life and have a lot of dietary changes and stuff and hope that it works for him and that he responds well to treatment. All it matters is corticosteroid? But all that matters is how he responds to treatment. And so with this steroid that he takes, it can cause a lot of health issues. Let me look it up. Prednisolone side effects. And unfortunately, the common thing about all the cats who do survive and live longer lives with this condition, they all have steroid treatment. So short-term side effects: increased thirst and urination, increased hunger, general loss of energy. I'm noticing that, and it makes me really sad for him. Vomiting or nausea. I'm probably going to have to look into taking him back to the vet and getting him nausea medication to go along with his steroids. That's what I've been recommended. And development or worsening of infections. Long-term side effects are what I'm concerned about. Urinary tract infections, which occur up into 30% of patients, makes me really worried. Development of thin skin, blackheads, poor thin hair coat, poor wound healing ability, development of obesity due to increased hunger, muscle weakness, development of hard plaques or spots on the skin, susceptibility to opportunistic or secondary bacterial infections, increased susceptibility to fungal infections, and predisposition to diabetes, which I'm really hoping that we can avoid that. I know that his condition is his condition has been really predisposed to, I think 30% of like the cats that have it have been ragdolls, which my cat is a ragdoll. So you know, I'm close with the breeder of my cat. My other cat, which is my Mochi's uncle, comes from the same breeder, and so the breeder I got them from, very reputable, very good person, very good cats. The pedigrees are immaculate. They don't have any history of things like cancer or FIV or HCM, or like they're like, they have clean bills of health, you know, because she does genetic testing on all her cats, right? So for him to, you know, still end up with something, you know, related to possibly being a long-haired cat breed, it's just shaking me up quite a bit. It's shaking me up. I was not doing very well during the last 2 weeks. I was constantly in a state of anxiety, and I physically could not function. I could not get anything done. I would sit down at my computer and then get up like 5 minutes later and like just go be with my mom, because my mom was like my comfort person. And then when my cat was at home, I would just spend all of my time with him. It's been so stressful, and that's why I'm like eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful for all the donors, because we genuinely, I don't think we would have been able to do all of these for Mochi if it weren't for you guys. We have, on just like vet bills alone, we've spent like 6,000 of it, I think, and then he still has to go to the vet, and he still has to get his more medicine, and then we've been spending so much money because he has a very specific diet now that he has to be on, and I've been going to multiple pet stores, and it's super hard, even online. It's really hard to shop for Mochi because he cannot now he cannot have seafood. He cannot have chicken, and he cannot have guar gum, and he can have like very limited grain, you know? So it's really hard because like you'll be shopping for pet food and it'll be like, oh, this is a turkey based cat food, right? You'll turn it around on the back, it says like chicken meal or chicken liver or chicken, it just says chicken on it. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's really, really hard. And then most of the stuff that he could have, like, I can't right now, my cats have no treats. I can't find treats. Like, straight up, I can't find treats at all.
Wow.
Like, I've been able to find some pet foods, but like, we finally found him some turkey and vegetables cat food, and we gave it to him last night, and that's when he started throwing it up. He threw it up, and he threw it up again today. So you know, we finally found him a food that he actually likes, because we were giving him this duck stuff and he was not liking it. The only thing that he would have been perfect for him to have treats and stuff is, you know, they're like one ingredient is freeze-dried raw like cat stuff. So we bought like 4 bags of freeze-dried raw stuff. Well, I don't know if anyone pays attention to health stuff in America right now, but there is an outbreak of bird flu right now, like a really bad outbreak, and you know, it's got like a 69% mortality in cats. So everyone is being urged to throw out all of their raw stuff, like no freeze-dried raw anything, no like. So yeah, shit's fucked. It's really hard to shop for him. It's really hard. It's fucked. It's really fucked right now. So, it's hard. Yeah, so that's the story. I will probably have to... His story will probably be continuing because he just started his prednisolone. And I don't know how he's gonna react to it, and I hope it works and does what it does. We will probably have to go in and get x-rays and stuff for him He has an appointment on the 9th. I thought it was the 7th. It's actually the 9th. He has an appointment on the 9th. So hopefully during that appointment we can get him in and get him checked on his, you know, his weight and his x-rays on his tumor, and make sure that's staying down. That's why when I was first talking about the tumor, when we originally saw it as a mass in April, why we thought it went away, it makes sense in retrospect that it looked like it was going away, because it was probably inflammation, and the inflammation probably went away because we were using the little paste that helps him digest stuff easier. So he is pretty underweight right now. We really need him to start eating. If you know anything about cats, cats are not like dogs. Unlike dogs, you know, if they're really starving and you put food in front of them, they'll eat that shit up. Cats will starve themselves to death. Cats are, you know, they are both predators and prey animals. So they will hide their pain, and they will hide their hunger, and they will literally starve themselves to death. See, Supa, we did cook him. We did cook him homemade food. We cooked him beef. He did not want it. He did not want it. So it's really difficult to figure out what he's going to be able to eat. So it's difficult right now. It's difficult right now. I don't know what the future will hold, but I'm very thankful now, I guess, that he will be staying with my mother when I move out soon. I'm kind of glad that she's bonded to him, because she can be a very good caregiver to him and make sure that he gets his steroids and stuff in every day, and be able to get him to the vet and stuff. So, we have started a personal fund for a personal emergency fund for him. So that will be good. Can Mochi have lamb? Yes, he can. He can have lamb. You can have lamb, turkey, rabbit, duck, venison, beef, pork. You'd really think there would be more beef stuff made for cats, but like most of the beef stuff you can find have chicken in it. So that is Mochi's story. I'm hopeful. He's a good little boy. He's young. He's otherwise healthy, and I think he can overcome all this. I love him. I love him dearly. So aside from that, oh, this is completely off topic, but I just thought about this. Are squirrels becoming cannibals? 'Cause I saw a news article when I was out to eat yesterday that first cannibalism, or like first carnivoristic report of squirrels in California. And so out in my yard we have a turf war right now. We have a turf war. They are my squirrels are having a turf war outside. It was very terrible, because they were out there, and you could hear the mice screaming to death. It was it was violent. The squirrels are getting, and it's not like they're hungry, because we feed them. We feed the squirrels. We supply them food. We give them bread and nuts and cookies, and they get everything. They're out here eating mice. It's kind of fucked up. Hold on, I need to check my phone just in case. So another thing happened in the last 24 hours. Another thing happened in the last 20. Oh, before I talk about that, I did get an update on my apartment situation. They said that they will probably have availability for me. So I will be letting them know around February, the end of February. So I'll be moving out soon. I've been packing a lot. I packed up a bunch of my VR stuff. I packed up all of my anime figures. I packed up a bunch of my plushies that I want to take with me. I have a lot of stuff packed. My room is getting kind of empty. So, I will be moving out within 4 months. Which, it sounds like a long time, but it was 5 months, and it felt like yesterday that it was 5 months. So... I don't think I'm gonna get rejected. I think I have a very good shot. I fully intend to, because I will be moving in with a cat, and I fully intend to put down my first 6 months of rent when I move out, because I have quite a bit saved up, and I'll be a genius once I at the end of February. I think my savings will accumulate enough to cover the 6 months, and then have at least maybe like 4K left over. So I think I should be good. So I'm doing good. You guys saved me. So yeah. So I need to talk to you guys about something. If it's not personal, why are you trying to move? I'm an adult and I need to be I can't keep being in my parents' house. I can't. It's not good for me. It's not good for me. I need to move out. It's not good for me. I gotta go. That's really it. I gotta go. There comes a point in your life for a lot of people that they just be like, yeah, it's time. It's time. I need to go. I need to go. Are you pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. If I was pregnant, I probably would not be moving out, and I would probably need a lot more money, and I would I'd be kind of fucked, man. I don't think I could afford to be pregnant right now. Not in this economy. Nana, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Been following your story since Kirsha pointed me in your direction. Happy to see someone who won't roll over, even though no one would blame you if you did. Carry on and find yourself through independence. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not pregnant. No puppies. But I might be a mom. In a different way. God damn it.
I'm glad it wasn't the worst case scenario, and I truly hope he pulls through perfectly fine. Keep a love. Mochi love.
Thank you so much. So, chat, you know how I plan on getting a cat as soon as I move out? You know how I plan on getting a cat as soon as I move out? Okay, so story time. I got my debit card yesterday. For the person who keeps saying, get your debit card. I went out yesterday and I got my debit card, and I went out to eat with my mom. I went to the doctor with her. And then we were driving home, and I was like, I want to go to the pet store. I was like, I wanted to go to the pet store. And she's like, oh, why do you want to do that? I was like, oh, I just want to look at the cats. And then maybe I can pick up Mochi some more food. Because he wasn't liking the food that he was eating, so... So I went into the store. And... there was this kitty. There was this kitty. And I went up to him, and he was the only one awake. And he he got up and he started rubbing on the glass, and then he started making biscuits, and then I put my fingers up to the glass and he put his paw on the other side up to the glass, and we held hands through the glass. And he kept making me biscuits, and every time I tried to move away, he like would try to follow me through the cage. And then as I was walking away, he put his paw up to the glass like a little drama queen and was like, "No!" So as I was walking off, I grabbed a worker, and I was like, where do you go for adoption applications? And she, gave me a card and said, here's a website where you can apply to adopt a cat. And I was like, okay. And then I slipped. I think I slipped or like I tripped or something. I don't know. I fell somehow accidentally, and when I fell, somehow a adoption form got sent to them from me, and I don't know how that happened. Whoops. Oopsies. I don't know how that happened. Oopsies. Yeah, I slipped and fell. So I ended up getting, well, I don't have him yet. I'm not fully accepted yet. I got off a call with the foster mama today, and I got off a call with the foster mama today, and it's sounding good, and potentially this weekend I might be picking up a cat, and I have to have a cat for the next 4 months until I move out. So, consequences of baby fever. Honestly, I get that. I've got baby fever for cats. It was like, I need you. You're my mommy. And I was like, oh my god, my baby, my precious. I know, actually, woman moment. No, Mochi will not have a new friend. Like I said, Mochi has to stay with my mom. So he is coming with me, and I will eventually get him a friend. Enrico, thank you for the super chat. In regard to the squirrels, a lot of cocaine coming from Mexico has been found to have fentanyl in it, so drug dealers are flushing it by throwing it into the waterways. California groundwater is rancid with coke. Oh shit! Oh shit! The fentanyl squirrels. Wait, I'm actually kind of surprised to think about California having wildlife. I've already had 3 cats. I had 3 ragdolls. Remember last year my cupcake, she passed away? What's the name? I'm not telling you yet. I'm not telling you guys yet. I won't tell you guys yet. But he has a name picked out. I'm not telling you yet though. It's not Fent. I'm not renaming him, so... So, I'm not taking suggestions at this time. Well, you guys can give him his middle name. That's fine. You guys can give him his middle name. I'll let you do that. Does the kitty have a person name? Yeah, it's James. Yeah, Life Club, thank you for the sub! So I won't be lonely when I move out. Thankfully. And he's already got his vaccinations. He's already got... So he's already neutered and everything. According to his foster mama, he comes out of a hoarding situation. What color is the new cat? I'm not gonna tell you that either. It's gonna be a surprise. I don't want to get your guys' hopes up, and let alone my hopes up if, you know, something happens and I don't get him. But, he's gonna be staying with me. He will be separate from my other cats. From one cat lady to the next, the pipeline is real. I am a proud cat lady. I love cats, and if someone ever wanted to marry me and they hated cats, I would choose the cat over them. That's actually a question the foster person asked me. She's like, if you have someone move in with you, what will you do if they like say something like it's me or the cat? And I said, yeah, that would never happen. It'd be the cat. Like they'd get thrown out. Like fuck that guy, you know. I did not get cat treats. I haven't gotten too much for this kitty yet. I'm gonna since I'm pretty sure the adoption will be at a pet store or something. I'll pick up everything that he needs there, like everything that the current owner, like I'll get food that the current owner is giving him already, so I don't have to make him switch to something that he hasn't already like just right away, you know. I'm anxious. I'm anxious. They're like calling my vet. They're calling my breeder. They're calling everybody to like be sure that I am a good mom. So thank you for adopting a cat that was rescued. I am really glad at my decision. After the whole fiasco that happened with my baby, I was, if I had to be completely open and honest with my feelings with you guys, it made me really shaken up about having, like, getting a purebred again. Because, I'm open to say that honestly, I think I was misinformed about, you know, rescues versus purebreds. I definitely think I was misinformed. I generally thought that, you know, because I guess this is my interpretation of it. I thought because I knew what to look for with the purebred, I felt more comfortable with their health. And with like a rescue, I assumed, you know, that would be more unpredictable. But, you know, having been through the experience and like, you know, realizing, you know, I had a cat that had clean pedigree, history of like no health issues and stuff, but he still ended up with a condition that was predisposed to primarily his breed. And it's so brand new and like hardly studied, which makes me think, you know, this whole thing comes from some sort of mutation that is happening in recent breeds of, you know, like cats like ragdolls and other long hairs. It freaked me out a little bit, and it makes sense. It all totally makes sense that purebreds would have health issues like that, because when you're breeding a purebred, say like you're breeding a ragdoll, when you're breeding to get a ragdoll, you're breeding for all the traits that ragdolls have. You're breeding for the long white hair, the blue eyes, the calm, gentle demeanor, the floppy, docile trait, you know, all the things that make a ragdoll. You're concentrating those traits. Well, when you're concentrating those traits, those, I guess, positive mutations, you also are concentrating those negative mutations, which is like, you know, things like, even though genetically Mochi's pedigree is clear of these things, a lot of ragdolls are prone to things like HCM and FIV. And I guess now this new condition that not even my breeder had heard of before. Hold on, I am getting a phone call. Sorry about that. My mom was just calling. Anyways, yeah, so you're concentrating. Sorry about the sudden abruptness. You're concentrating those mutations and you end up getting those like health issues. And when you really look at it and you look at the longest living cats in the world, a lot of them are domestic short hairs or domestic long hairs, you know, like mutts. And the mutts of the cat world. I don't know if there's a term for cats that are mutts. I don't know if they have. I think they have their own term. What are cat mutts called? A moggy. That's what they're called. They're called moggies. Yeah. So moggies are known to be the longest living cats. Yeah, moggies. And so I kind of decided around the time that I was having issues with Mochi that when I eventually, which I thought was gonna be a couple months from now and not right now, I thought I was for sure going to adopt a cat, and I have been actively looking at places where I wanted to adopt a cat at. And whoops. So one thing about domestic cats, so as you know, I have had ragdolls since, well, when did I get Cupcake? Since like 2006, 7, so like when I was like, I don't know, like a toddler. So I my very first cat was, he might have been a snowshoe, but I'm pretty sure he was like actually like a domestic short hair, like with snowshoe coloring. Which I don't know if our snowshoes like domestic short hairs. I'm pretty sure he was like a. Okay, snowshoe cats are considered domestic short hairs. So I don't think he was a purebred. I think he was definitely like kind of a mutt. He was like from like a litter of like barn cats, and we took him home. But I haven't had a cat like, you know, like a regular cat since him, and he lived to be about 7 years old before he unfortunately passed from kidney failure. And we tried really hard. We did all the fluids and stuff with him, but unfortunately he did not make it. But so since then, it's been a really long time. I have not had a regular cat. Ragdolls, they're big cats. I always call Mochi my, you know, like my tiny little baby, because he is small. And of course, now we know he's also kind of underweight. But he's small. He's a lot smaller than his uncle, which we own. And he's just, I always call him like itty bitty. But I'm a bit dumb. What do you mean by regular cat? Like a domestic short hair or a domestic long hair, like not a purebred, you know? So yeah, they're big cats. Like when we were trying to get Mochi because it's really hard to find like a surgery suit like a recovery suit for him without ordering one in, which would come way longer than he would actually need it, like way after. So we were trying to find him like just an outfit, like a dog outfit or like a cat outfit that would fit him. And Mochi, like I said, he is my little baby. He's small. And he's small to me. But we would be getting him like a medium-sized dog outfit to try to like cover up his like surgery scar so he doesn't lick it. Luckily, he hasn't tried to lick it at all. But that was too small for him. A medium-sized dog outfit. And a medium-sized dog, like that's what, like a Jack Russell? You know? That's like a medium-sized dog, right? And that shit didn't fit him. We even tried getting him baby clothes. Baby clothes didn't fit him. And like I said, Mochi, I consider him my tiny baby boy. So when my other cat, he's fucking massive. Like Cupcake, she was also kind of small. She was a small lady. Like the girls tend to be smaller than the boys anyways. But like, they're big cats. So when I go and I go, I've been in the pet store multiple times. All right, I'll have you know, I went and visited the cat section like 4 or 5 times over the last couple weeks. I didn't fall in love with anything until last night. All right, there's a lot of cute cats. I didn't fall in love with anything until last night. And it was love at first sight, by the way. Like my mom was there with me, and she was like, "Fucking goddamn it, you guys just connected through this glass panel." But it's crazy looking at these domestic cats, and they're tiny. They're tiny. They're little guys. I mean, it could be hormones. It could be hormones. I'm probably gonna start my period soon. But for real, they're little guys. They're little guys in comparison to my cats, because my cats are fucking huge. They're small, and when you look at their paws are like half the size of my cats. TMI, I'm gonna let open Niagara Falls but blood version all over everywhere in a few days. I hope you know that. Write that shit down. You see the back of my hair? You see the back of my hair? That's not hair dye or anything. That's just my period blood, okay? New year, new blood. What? I see. I hate when people say I see, because that means I'm judging you. Wears it like an accessory. Dude, it reminds me of those fucking free bleed freaks, bro. Damn, you must fucking stink. Are you saying I stink with I smell good without the pure blood? We're always judging. I understand. But dude, free bleed freaks are so fucking weird, man. That's so weird, bro. That's just not sanitary. Like, I get, like, you want to break the stigma of, you know, something every woman goes through. Like, okay, whatever. But like, it's still not sanitary to bleed all over everything. It's not sanitary. Like, blood is like the worst thing that like you like avoid contact between 2 different people with, because blood is like, blood's like the worst fucking liquid that you can like contaminate yourself with. This is a wide-ranging conversation. I have ADHD, okay? But yeah, it's so gross. And like, that stains your clothes. Why would you stain your clothes? Like, I wouldn't shit my pants personally. Why would I want to get blood all over it? Or there's like, for a while there was like this shit trending around like in like 2017 or something. I remember all the commentary channels were talking about it. Like, I think Leafy think Leafy made a video on it. It was like the people who like cook with their period blood. Like period pancakes and stuff. Like I've heard of blood pancakes, but period blood pancakes? I want to try blood pancakes one day. Not, of course, not period blood, but like, you know, like, I think it's like made from like pig blood or something. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to try it. Just so I can say I tried it. I am, because of my health condition, I do need extra iron, so it would give me extra iron. Iron. I've never had oysters. Is Rocky Mountain oysters actually oysters, or is that like a innuendo? I don't know. I don't know. Am I falling into a trap? I have no idea, actually. Is that an innuendo? It's bull testicles. Ah! Yeah, no, I haven't had that either, but I think I'd be more open to try. That's so weird. I'd be more open to trying bull testicles than oysters. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oysters freak me out. Isn't like beef tongue like super good or something? I always hear shit about like, ooh, beef tongue, yum 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 yum. What is a tongue mostly comprised of? I actually have no idea. Is it just fat? Or I guess it's all muscle. Wouldn't it? Isn't it just muscle? That's so weird. Sorry, I'm looking at my tongue. Chat, when you stick out your tongue, can you look at it? I'm just curious. Like, if you stick out your tongue, can you see your tongue? Can you touch your nose? I can touch my nose. I can also touch my chin. And my elbow. I have a really long tongue. Just the tip. You can clean my eyeballs with your tongue? You're a fucking giraffe. Can you curl my tongue? Yeah, I can curl it like... I can do it taco style. I can do like the double loops. I forget what that one's called. I can do the single loop. I can twist my tongue. I think if I was one of those weird people with like the snake tongue where you split it down the half, I think I'd be kind of freaky with that. I think I'd be able to like do all sorts of little shapes and stuff. I like got really good... This sounds so weird. I got really good control over my tongue. Yeah, I can do tricks. Tongue tricks. Yeah, taco style, where you just like kind of fold it inwards. Like a taco. Like a taco shell, like a hard shell taco. Yeah, gang signs with my tongue. The ladies above her. Taco Tuesday. Oh yeah, today's Tuesday. I don't like tacos. I know. I think people think I'm crazy for that. I don't like tacos. Hold your tongue and whistle through it. I don't think I could do that. No, I can't do any weird whistling. I can only whistle like the normal way, or like inhale. I actually learned to whistle by inhaling first.
Oh wow.
I can't like whistle with my fingers or anything. Ski! Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't like tacos.
Oh, wow.
That's true, I don't like ground beef, but I also don't like the way, like, I don't know, like Mexican seasoning. I don't know what they use in a lot of like Mexican dishes. But I don't like the seasoning style, I guess. Like it's the same, like I love steak, but I don't like I don't like steak tacos or anything. I like chimichangas. I like my steak rare. It has to be rare. Like my preference is like straight up rare. Like medium rare is like me when I accidentally mess up my steak. But like I can't even like I feel like nowadays like I used to when I started eating steak, I started medium well. Like when I was a kid, I was medium well. I switched down to medium. I don't think I could even go up to medium. If I went to a restaurant and they accidentally gave me a medium steak, I'd be like, I need you to redo this. I want a rare. Like if they handed me like a medium rare, I would probably be like, okay, I'll eat it, you know? But I always order my steak nowadays rare. Especially after I started cooking, I went from medium to quickly to medium rare, and then I straight up dropped down to rare. So that's how I like my steaks. Although sometimes it can be kind of difficult a little bit at home for me to cook a rare steak. I have to be very, very careful because I like to get a good crust on my steak. And sometimes when you're getting a good crust, sometimes I accidentally overcook it a little. So I have to make sure to put on my big girl pants and handle a little splatter action and turn that fucking heat up like a little bit higher when I cook, so that I can get the crust and the rare steak. But like, yeah, if you squish it down, it needs to be bleeding. And what I do when I make my steaks is I make sure that I use a lot of butter when I baste it. And then after I take the steak off and I let it rest, I'll maybe put a little bit extra butter in there because sometimes there won't be that much on the pan. And I will, you know, get all the salt and pepper and the garlic and stuff, and then take all of that like heated up butter mixture and I'll pour it into like a little cup on the side that I'll dip my steak into when I eat it. Kibbles can cook? What the fuck, not helping your girl failure image at all? I don't think I'm a girl failure. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I'm a girl failure. I feel like that's dishonest to portray myself as a girl failure. Also, I've quickly realized I don't want to be a girl failure. I don't. I really don't want to be a girl failure. I personally, I used to like be like, I love the fucking whole aesthetic of girl failure, you know? But I like, in the last few months, I'm like, I don't like girl failure. Maybe I'm becoming a bit of a pick-me girl or something. Maybe I'm being kind of a Stacy for that, but I'm like, I've started to be like, oh, yeah, I'm only a girl failure health-wise, but like, that's out of my control. I think girl failure is more like, stuff could be in your control, but you choose not to, really. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, I think a girl failure, like a true girl failure, is someone who doesn't call themselves a girl failure, you know? Like, a girl failure would have to be oblivious to the fact that she's a girl failure. Because if you start to realize you're a girl failure and you're not doing anything about it, I don't know. That's just like self-sabotage. Yeah, medical issues don't make a girl failure. I think it's just like if like say a girl failure is someone who, you know, maybe I have a misunderstanding, but like maybe someone who doesn't clean up after themselves, doesn't take care of themselves, kind of like, you know, like kind of like the effects of depression, but like doesn't have a job, kind of neat leech kind of mentality. Yeah, you can be a self-aware girl failure, but you'd hate acknowledging it. Yeah, I think if you're like trying to be like, I'm a girl failure, hee, I'd be like, I feel like that's not really what a girl failure is. But maybe I'm misunderstanding. You can educate me if you like. I'm not an expert in girl failure. I just don't think I don't think I'm a girl failure. I think I've gotten maybe a few years ago I could be a girl failure. I think I was girl I'm like late bloomer girl failure, you know? I girl failed for my age. I think I girl failed for my age, but I've got my life under control now. Like I can cook. I keep myself clean. I keep my room clean. I clean the house. I'm physically capable to take care of pets. I now would not say that I am in any sort of financial crisis. I think other than, you know, the fact that my cat, that's vet bills and medical bills are just expensive for anybody, you know. If my cat wasn't having a medical fiasco, I'd say, you know, I have solid income. I'm literally moving out on my income, you know. Like 2 years ago, I was making maybe like, I don't know, like $400 a month, and now I'm, you know, maybe making like, I don't know, like probably like 5K a month or something from doing, you know, commissions and sponsorships. And honestly, I can say, like, you know, confidently, like, I don't have to rely on donations, which donations are like a unpredictable revenue source, you know? I'd say it's an unpredictable revenue source, and you shouldn't rely on a constant revenue stream of donations. So yeah, the commissions are actually probably a majority of my income, which I need to catch up on commissions. I'm not behind on commissions. I'm behind for my taste. I was a week ahead a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to get another 2 weeks ahead on commissions so I could take a bunch more, and then like maybe double my revenue. I'm really working on this revenue stuff because I'm really pushing towards moving out. I'm saving up as much money as possible, so I'm working really hard. But I'm now back on regular schedule. I'm not a week ahead. I'm on regular schedule. I'm trying not to burn myself. I don't think I'm gonna burn myself out. I think, at least when it comes to commissions and stuff, I am really creatively driven. So I haven't experienced artist fatigue or anything or burnout or anything in a while when it comes to art. Yeah, I agree. Life is weird and not a race. It feels like a race when you're younger, though. I'm definitely in that point of my life where you transition from being a teenager to more an adult, and you're starting to figure shit out that you didn't understand, like, maybe just a year ago, but you understand, like, so much more now. And so, yeah. I'd say I'm in a pretty good place. I feel like I'm a lot more responsible now and a lot more in control of my life. I'd say a couple years ago, I was definitely not in control of my life. Like I said, I was not making a lot of money. I'd probably say I was kind of poor with my financial choices, and, you know, I originally, you know, I didn't have plans on moving out at all, like, anytime soon. Like, I thought I was kind of, I convinced myself that I was trapped in a scenario that I couldn't get out of, I think. Especially since of a lot of factors in my life, I thought the more responsible thing was to, like, not put myself first, you know? Like, but now, yeah, I'm literally at the age right now where your frontal lobe develops, so I guess that probably has a factor into it. So I'm at that stage in my life where I'm like, I'm understanding that shit now that, like, I didn't understand maybe a year or two ago, and I'm doing it. I'm adulting. Very smart for your age and how many girls your age and what day and age are making anywhere near what you're making. You have a good head on your shoulders, and you're much more mature than many of your peers. Thank you. I would say it's more like it's just self-awareness. I think that's something I've gained a lot recently. Like I said, I kind of got out of that, like, kind of victim mentality of feeling like I'm stuck in my situation and that I'm just gonna have to ride it out for a few more years, when I could actually just like do what I'm just doing right now and just get out, you know? I can go. I just need to work on it. And I have been a lot more analytical and stuff lately, where I really, you know, I really like work hard to make sure that I make quotas and stuff for, you know, my commissions and my sponsorships. Commissions and sponsorships are my main income source, 100%. So I really rely on those two things and making sure that I can do them and have that constant stream. So yeah. About the pet's medical bills, thank you for the super chat, by the way. There's an app for pet insurance you can get called Pop. Should look into it. Saved my cat's life when he had a blockage. I'm definitely, for my cats that I'm gonna have in my apartment, I am definitely fully planning on shopping around for insurance. And I will be putting them on an insurance plan. I need to find the right one. I'm gonna just look into as many as possible and make sure I get the right one. I had Mochi on an insurance plan for a bit, but they kept increasing the cost of it every month. And when I was in the position I was in back then, like I said, I was making like maybe $400 or $500, between like $400 and $600 a month maybe. And I was not in the position to be able to keep affording that insurance. And I still don't have insurance for myself. I need to get insurance. But I was not in a position to afford that. And also, I guess it's kind of silver lining in a little bit of a way. I don't think his insurance, if I kept him on it anyways, I don't think it would have covered Mochi's condition because it's so rare and shit. I think that's the silver lining in it. I wish, though, that I had him on insurance, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get him on insurance now because of his, he already has the, you know, diagnosed issues, so. But luckily, I have the emergency fund for him, thanks to everybody. It's a split fund, so we're able to put a little bit of income into that. So since he has, you know, already confirmed health issues, and you know it could cause issues down the road, maybe he'll kind of relapse or something and have tumors or something and needs, like, you know, more emergency hands-on care. We have that fund that will be able to grow interest on, and he will be able to have, you know, some coverage in the case that happens in the future. So it's, you know, not insurance for him, but you know, it's like our own personal insurance in a way. It's a savings, like a good savings with interest and stuff. So luckily that'll be good for him. And for the cats that I'll have in my, you know, like my own apartment and stuff, I'll make sure that they have insurance and stuff and that they get their regular checkups. It's you, you're really alive, I'm alive. And another thing is, when it comes to, like, you know, not feeling like a girl failure, is I think mentally, I've said this many times before, but I feel like that's a good thing that I've said it many times before, because that means it's a consistent record that's repeating. I feel mentally great, honestly. Even though I just went through one of the biggest hardships in my life, honestly, like, you know, like being told that, like, potentially your cat was dying and it was gonna die, like, you know, like if he actually had cancer and he maybe had like 2 years max to live, right? Even when I was doing that, you know, I was able to, you know, pull myself together, and I feel really fortunate. I think I have a lot of thanks to give you guys as well for that. But also, I think getting into all these healthy habits and getting into this routine and, you know, really working to all these goals, like right now, you know, other than like just like personal stuff, like even not just financial stuff and not just moving out and stuff, you know, I've been staying active, I've been working out, you know, other than, you know, right now I'm treating myself to a little KFC. I've been doing a really good job at, you know, eating healthier and like, you know, caring about, like, you know, like my skincare and, just improving myself physically and mentally. I just, I'm doing I'm doing a crazy good job, I think. I think I'm in a position that I can pat myself on the back, because it's crazy that I came from, at one point being in a really dark place to like being able to be on this consistent path of redemption. It's like personal redemption. It's like not redemption for other people, but redemption for myself. So I feel pretty proud of myself. It's weird to say that I like when I used to like be like one of those self-loathing teenagers and self-pitying and shit, and now I'm just like, I can be like, I am proud of myself. I am proud of how far I've come, and I appreciate when I see like you guys say like, I'm proud of you guys too, or like, yeah, you're proud of me too, and it's just like, it's like, thank you, but like also like I feel like I'm in a position where like I don't need the what's the word? I don't need the what's the fucking word? I'm so bad at English. I need to work on that. I don't know the word I'm looking for. I don't need the fuck. I sound stupid now. I don't need to rely. Yeah, the validation. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry. I keep blanking on words. I don't need the validation, I appreciate the validation. It does make me feel very good, and it makes me feel really happy that you guys can be proud of me too. But I think I'm also in a position that I don't need the validation of others to feel proud of myself. I definitely, for the longest time, struggled with the whole thing of I needed to people please. And I think being a public figure is very humbling. Very humbling. And it definitely teaches a lot of good life lessons. Some people, even I did at some point, some people walk away from those life lessons feeling like they couldn't do anything about it, and that they I don't want to say victim, because it's like yeah, if someone's getting like bullied or something, like yeah, I guess they're technically a victim, but like it's like some people walk away not taking away the right lesson from it, and just kind of self-pitying and letting it bother them. But like I think I'm in a position where like now I don't rely on the validation of others, and I don't worry about how everyone perceives me, I'm worrying more about how I perceive myself, and I know that if I'm not perceiving myself in a good way, that I'm not having a healthy mindset, and that I definitely need to self-reflect and change something so that I can, I guess, have my own self-respect. If that makes sense. Like, you are in control of yourself, and you can make adjustments to your life to have like better self-satisfaction. So if there's something that internally that I'm struggling with and it's hurting my enjoyment of life, there's something I can do about that to change the way I view my life and change the way I view myself. And I think I'm doing a really good job on, tackling those subjects that are affecting me mentally or anything, and fleshing them out so that I can actually, be happy with who I am and be proud of who I am and feel confident in the work I put in and stuff. So that's kind of where I am mentally. Honestly, it's really nice. I feel bad though, because like, everyone wants their fucked up, mentally ill VTuber, and I hope that I can be entertaining to you even if I am mentally stable. At least I hope that even if I can't make you laugh, then maybe I can make you feel good about yourself, right? I don't think I'll ever become a normie. That's a stretch. But I hope that maybe from my experiences I can help other people who are struggling with their own self-confidence and their own feeling stuck in their situation.
Oh, wow.
There's always a silver lining in things, you just have to look for it and then make use of it, right? Arctic, thank you for the follow. It's better if you're normalish for the right reasons. I suppose so. But I don't think you should, you know, feel negatively about anyone who who has some mental instability. I think anybody can be fixed. Either sometimes people need others to fix them, or they can fix themselves. Everyone tried to fix me, and they and they failed, so I did it myself. You know? That's why I see discussions and stuff in the VTubing sphere, like on Twitter and stuff, and I want to voice my opinion, but like, I'm like, if I voice my opinion, that's just gonna... It's just like unsolicited advice, you know? And you don't know if the people you want to give advice to are actually open to listening. I've been in positions where like I definitely feel like, you know, like I let things get to me and I self-victimize and I, you know, let it torment me. And I see that a lot in other VTubers where like just they let things get to them so badly, when really they can avoid it. They can help themselves if they just know where to direct their attention and stuff. I don't know, it's kind of weird to say. Like I need like a post to directly respond to or something to fully explain my feelings about that, but yeah, that's my little preach to chat. I'm preaching to you. Take my advice. My advice is the very best. I promise I am full of myself and my word is the gospel. You know? Don't fully take my advice at face value. I think it's very important to do self-reflection and look within, even at your negative traits, even at your obstacles that you face, and do some stuff about them, you know? If that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. I ramble and it sounds right in my head, but admittedly I think I'm very bad at talking. I'm good at rambling. I'm very good at rambling. I think I'm very good at rambling, but I'm very bad at making coherent sentences. It's always embarrassing. I'll be talking to people and I can't make jokes. I'm really bad at making jokes because I think of a joke in my head and I'm like, oh my god, I should say this. This is so fucking funny. I'm gonna say this, everybody's gonna laugh, and I start saying it out loud and I stumble over my words and I put words in the wrong place in the wrong like part of the sentence and it makes no fucking sense, and then I have to re-say it a few times and I'm like, okay, this is not funny anymore. This is not funny. Yeah, so I'm stupid like that. I noticed that a lot. See, look there, I can't fucking speak. I've noticed that a lot lately. It's kind of getting worse. I think I'm not ESL. See, when I was a kid, I think I totally have ADHD. When I was a kid, right, I used to kind of be ahead of my peers when it comes to like reading, especially. Like when you're in elementary school, they, you know, like do tests on you where you do reading out loud to like a teacher, and you know, they rate your like assessment of how well you read things out loud. And I was really good at that. I was really good at reading out loud. I was really good at, you know, like I could do all this, tell you how many syllables were in a word, and I did really good at that stuff. But I think maybe it's just because I've been out of practice. Like I don't like when you're in school, there's a lot of opportunities to like sit and like, you know, even in high school, there'd be like, you know, open your textbook to so-and-so page and read this out loud to the class. And, you know, you would do that and you'd have constant like, constant practice. But like, I don't really read stuff out loud anymore. So maybe I need to do some like more out loud reading and like work on the way I talk. English third language, before that come wolf noises and Japanese. I'm a professional in Japanese. I'm fluent. It's my native language. The end streams, I mean that could be I've always wanted to do, it's so stupid. I've always wanted to do Nekopara reading with like maybe like a friend like Crumb or something. That'd be so much fun. We could have a little cat girl reading stream. We could probably rope someone like Para in or something. Someone to be like the main character. But it'd be so silly. I wanted to do that. That was like on my... When I first debuted as, you know, Nana, I made a list of stream ideas I wanted to do, and that was on there, and I never got to do it so far. Which one did you be? Chocola! My favorite! She's my favorite cat girl. I love Chocola. And that, I mean, I guess it makes sense for Crumb to be vanilla. I think that works really well. If I was chocolate and she was vanilla. Let's get a bunch of ESL VTubers. Okay, I'll get Para. I think Para's a way better speaker than I am. Maine Coons are really cool. I like Maine Coons. They're so big, and I love they've got Chad chins. You ever see a Maine Coon? They have a big jawline. Those cats are mewing for real, on God. On Skibbity. Dude, my mom asked me, my mom's sitting next to me and she shows me a TikTok, and the TikTok is of course of like those Skibbity toilet like toys that they're selling, and they're like super expensive or something. I don't know, they're like $100 or something. And she's like, what's a Skibbity toilet? And I just sat there, I was like, I thought maybe she would know what a Skibbity toilet is. She's on TikTok a lot, she's on the internet a lot. I thought, you know, she catches onto like slang pretty quickly. So I was like, you know, maybe she already knew, but she asked me the dreaded question, what is a Skibbity toilet? I was like, oh my god. And I was like, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's just no. Like she knew like I was like having like a Gen Z moment there, and she went and she asked my dad, and she's like, my dad's name, like, you know what a Skibbity toilet is? And he's like, I don't know, maybe is it like a squatty potty? That's what he asked. He was like, is it a squatty potty? And he was like, no, it's just. And they looked at the TikTok, so they think it's some sort of like toy thing. So I was not about to make my mom look up Skibbity toilet and make her have something that she's gonna rant about how much she hates Gen Z for the next few days, because she'd be totally in the right too, but I don't want to hear about Skibbity toilet every day. Anyways, I have to go pee. I've been holding it in. I need to go pee. I'll be right back. BRB! Okay, chat. Serious question, because I gotta know. Alright? Say you're home alone, or you live on your own, or something, right? And you're in the bathroom, and you're out of toilet paper, and the nearest toilet paper would require you to leave the bathroom. What do you do? You're sitting on the toilet, you're out of toilet paper, you already went. What do you do? You just run and get it? Shower? Leave the bathroom? Squeeze as much as possible and get it. Be a man, use your hand. Ew! Finger, then clean in the sink after? Oh, wow. Oh. Make sure you keep spares. Okay, run and get it. But like, do you like pull your pants up all the way, or do you like... I need to get a bidet, bro. It didn't happen to me right now. I did run out of toilet paper, but luckily I had my little cinema roll wet wipes. I had cinema roll wet wipes, so I was fine. But I've had many scenarios where I've run out of toilet paper. So now I'm just curious, like, what other people do in that situation. Usually I do run off and, like, I kind of hobble off and go get some toilet paper. You always have 3 spares. That's smart. I get like 3 pairs, three rolls of toilet paper in there, and then I end up using them all and not replacing them. Sanrio saves the day. For real! I think I'm losing my Sanrio girly personality. I am switching to a new form of autism. I have a new hyperfixation, chat, and it's Pusheen. Pusheen. I need everything Pusheen. That's my obsession right now. Use the toilet brush? Ew! That's gross! That's so gross! What the fuck? The likelihood of your parents coming home in the small time it takes to get the toilet paper is slim. True. I guess so. I want a bidet. I want a bidet really badly. I had my very first experience with a bidet at a neighbor's house when we went over for the 4th of July. She had a bidet because they spent a lot of time in Japan, so they had a straight up Japanese bidet. And that thing was heavenly. Just use a rock? You mean to tell me you have access to a rock, but not the spare roll of toilet paper? Stopped using toilet paper 3 years, just came in it with the rock. It's the rock, so you just reuse the rock? Oh my god, have you guys seen reusable toilet paper? They're like the rolls of the cloth and you have to wash them. That's fucking nuts. There's one thing that a lot of women use that there's 2 things that women use for their periods that I can't... I'm too anxious to ever want to use them. And the first one is washable, like, period panties. And then the cup, the Diva cup. The Diva cup, don't talk about the cup. It freaks me out, man. I don't know anyone that's actually used one personally, but I've heard they're like heavenly or whatever, but like I cannot imagine using the cup. I don't know how you would take that out without it getting everywhere personally. I don't know, man. The cup freaks me out, bro. And like, you realistically, like, if you're reaching over the toilet, pulling that thing out, like, it's not gonna come out straight down, it's gonna come out at an angle. How does that not spill everywhere? I don't know. It doesn't. I feel like it'd also be uncomfortable too. Like, uncomfortable just to wear throughout the day. Like, I know you wouldn't feel it, but like, eventually you would feel the buildup. I don't know, it's gross. It's really gross. I don't think I could do it personally. Blood explosion. You'd think that there'd be like more innovative products by now. I learned another piece of cursed knowledge. Oh, there's one thing. This is definitely TMI to share with the class, but I need to talk about it. I will never be able to get over my fear of tampons. Tampons freak me out because there's this thing that you can get if you, like, say you forgot a tampon in for too long. It's is it toxic shock syndrome? Yeah, you can get toxic shock syndrome. It's a rare but potentially life-threatening condition that can occur when a tampon is left in for too long, allowing certain bacteria to grow and release toxins into the bloodstream, leading to symptoms like high fever, low blood pressure, a sunburn-like rash, and sometimes organ failure. That's scary. That's scary. That's like leaving it in for a week. I don't know. Regardless, it freaks me out, so I just don't use them. Who forgets that they have something like that inside them? I guess that would be kind of an easy thing to check. I mean, you don't feel it when it's inside you, but like, there's always, you know, the string to remove it. So like, I don't know how you wouldn't feel the string. I don't know. I don't like them. Not one bit. If you had a tampon in when you pee, yes, you do keep it in. It doesn't come out if you pee, because reminder, the pee hole is not the kiddie hole, you know? My girlfriend is hearing you talk and hitting me for it. Hit him harder! Hit him harder! Hit him harder! Hit him super hard! Beat his ass! How dare he! I got you, girl! I got you, girl! Kick his ass! But no, there's 2 holes down there, and yeah. So if you pee, it's not gonna push it out or anything. She laughed. Thanks, Kiba. Anytime. I got you, girl. I got you. Us girls, we gotta stick together, you know. You think you could beat Bags in a fight? No. I don't think Bagman is the kind of guy who would hit a woman. I think he's pretty traditional, so I don't think he'd ever hit a woman. I think if I got into a fight with him, I don't think I'd do enough damage. I think he'd probably just laugh at me, personally, and I don't think he'd hit me. I think maybe like the max he'd have to do is just like give me a shove, and I'd probably be done for. But if I guess if it came down to it and he actually wanted to fight me, he'd probably kill me. he'd breathe and then I'd probably pass out. Hitting women is traditional, Kiba. Yeah, he'd blind me with his head. It'd be like a flashbang. He'd just like take off his cap and like bend over, and then the baldness would blind me. It'd be like the fucking SpongeBob movie with Neptune. Bald, 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 bald. Eggman is such a dad. All of them are so... All of them are hags. I feel it's so funny how like everyone in the PTSD group, they're like all hags, and I'm just like this fucking child that they adopted. So like whenever I'm like talking about shit, like I'm like, oh, there's such a generational gap between us.
Wow.
But they're definitely like, they're like the kind of people who are like, you know, you need help with your taxes, girl. Like, we got you. You know, we'll walk you through it. I am the baby. I'm the baby. Oh, I accidentally hit my thing. There you go. You're pretty tall looking for a child. Dude, my cousins, I went and saw my cousins. They're like, they had to guess their age. I don't really know for sure. I think they're like, maybe 5 and 3 or something like that. Or maybe like, something like that, like 5 and 3. And the like 5-year-old, she's like quickly approaching my height. She's quickly approaching my height. It's crazy. She like almost comes up to like maybe my shoulders now. I think my shoulders is. Hold on, let me stand up. If I had to really guess how tall she is. Oh, she's like definitely coming up to like my chest to my shoulder range. I am very close to being a legal midget, but I'm not legal midget. I am 4'10". There it is. Fuck you. Spackle! Thank you for the sub! When I was a kid, I remember specifically when I was in dance, I was like... Everyone came up to like my like shoulders when I was in dance. I used to be a tall kid. So I had all my growth spurts when I was really young. I had my growth spurts. I went through puberty at 9. That probably has something to do with it, maybe. I went through puberty at like 9. And yeah, so I was taller than all my class. I was like physically more mature than all my classmates. And then like by I think 5th grade-ish, I kind of stopped growing, and then everyone just started growing over me. I remember in high school, especially at the start of the day when everyone was going to class when the bell first rang and everyone's going to class, it was very hard to navigate because everyone was like a foot taller than me, so I'd get lost in the crowds. So I would always get to my class before the bell rang. I wear these like tech-weary I don't really know exactly what they're called, but they're heeled boots, like short ankle boots. Like whenever I buy shoes now, unless I'm using them to work out, like they're usually heeled boots. So they give me like 3 inches of height, and it makes me feel a bit more confident. I used to love being short, but now I'm like, I don't know, I feel like it's weird. I feel unattractive because I'm short. Because it's really hard to wear like clothes and shop for clothes. Like for example, buying pants is really hard because I say I am a very curvy, like I'm a curvy person. I'd say my model is pretty accurate to like my hips. My hips to waist ratio. So I've got really big hips, right? And so I have to shop for the hips, but then the pants end up being too long. So if I get pants that are smaller, then they're usually like tighter around my hips. And another thing is, since I'm short, I have to buy high-waisted pants. So like they basically give the illusion that you have longer legs than what you have. Or like, I can't exactly pull off like, non-fitted shirts, like sweaters and stuff, because they just kind of flop over me, you know? So I have to wear like, you know, slimmer like body type clothing, you know? I do need to learn how to sew. That would be such a... I was actually talking to my parents about that the other day, about how knowing how to sew would be a very good trait to have. So I should probably try learning how to sew. You can shorten pants, yeah. But, you know, that takes work. Well, I'm not living on my own yet. I'm not living on my own yet. Soon. Soon. Like I said at the start of the stream, I mentioned it very briefly. I basically need to let my landlord know by the end of February, assuming they have what I want available. Otherwise, I might just apply for a different unit. But there's a very specific unit that I want from a very specific apartment complex, and they did tell me that that particular unit will be most likely available. It's too soon to tell, but it will most likely be available when I want it. And so that's what I'm gunning for. It's a 2-bedroom, because I really think it'd be important to have a 2-bedroom, so I can still have a living room and then have an office. So, and I've been starting to gather different things for when I move out. I need to do a little shopping. I didn't get any Christmas presents this year, but my mom told me that she wants to buy me a couch, so that's pretty fucking huge. That saves me a lot of money. Is having my mom buy me a couch, so my mom's gonna get me a couch. Yeah, couches, I think personally couch is like where you put the money into, right? You buy the couch and then you get everything else secondhand. Just basically buying you a new bed. Luckily, my bed frame, I got my bed frame off of Amazon, and it's like the most simplistic bed frame ever. It's literally just like some metal pieces, like, you know, the front end and the back end, and then it's got the like bars that go in between that you put the mattress on top of. So I'm taking my bed with me. I'm just gonna disassemble it. It's gonna be no issue, and I'm just gonna reassemble it. So I'm not gonna buy a new bed or anything. I actually do kind of intend to get a couch that is big enough to sleep on, because I told my mom that she's free to come over and sleep whenever she wants, and she's free to come over literally anytime I want, because I love my mom and I want her. I'm gonna miss her, and I need her to come over as much as possible. So I told her that, yeah, I need a couch that's big enough to sleep on for her. I'm one of the... I think a lot of people when they move out, they're like, Mom, stop visiting. And I'm like, Mom, please visit. Please visit. I want you to visit. Hey, Mom, you want to stay the night? You can stay the night. I really love my mom. That's one thing that, like, a lot of the time I spend in the day is, if I'm not at my computer, I'll just go up and sit with my mom and talk with her for hours. Yeah, she can pick out the couch she thinks is most comfy. Absolutely. Kiba mom built like Santa? That's me! No, she's not. Yo, mama so fat. What happened to those jokes? I haven't heard your mama so fat jokes in forever. Is that our brain rot? I know I am saying our when I'm like Gen Z, but I feel like I didn't really seriously get into the Gen Z brain rot, other than ironically. They ran out of jokes. I guess, yeah, at one point you kind of do run out of jokes. Your mama's so fat that I want to take her out to dinner and date her. Oh my god, Supo. Oh, Kiba, happy New Year's. Hello. Oh, that was not an oh, that was a wave. I like the oh Kiba. Supo, would you if your mom was 300 pounds? Supo, answer the question. Would you if your mom was 300 pounds? Yep, Supo's mom. Would you, Supo? Yep, your own mom. Your own mom. Would you if your mom 300 pounds? He's thinking about it. Why are you taking so long to answer, Supo? Supo, answer the question. I don't think I'd have the. Wait, what are you talking about? Opportunity. What do you mean opportunity, Christian? The opportunity? The opportunity? What if you did have the opportunity, huh? Huh? Man, I love Supo. He's such a degenerate. It's endearing, isn't it? I love his degeneracy. But I'm really concerned that he's not responding to the question and he's avoiding the question and he's talking about opportunities. Buddy pal, Supo! Supo, what is wrong with you, man? Who asks questions you don't want the answer to? Supo! Don't you just fucking squib, bro? You can't just squib your way out of this? He needs to make a quick phone call. Oh my god, what the fuck? You're crazy. You're crazy, Supo. I'm concerned. Keep your mom away from that opportunity. Supo's mom has got it going on. God damn it. God damn it, Supo. What were we even talking about before? We were talking about Supo banging his mom. I guess we're talking about moving out. It's so weird. It's becoming a reality, and it's becoming a reality really fast. Like, I'll be laying in bed, and I'll be like, just laying there and be like, in a couple months, I won't be laying in this bed. Well, I'll be laying in this bed, but not in the same house. That's weird, you know? I told my mom she's free to buy groceries whenever she wants to. It's fucking Kiba! Let's go! I was gonna give this shout out now in case people didn't see it on Twitter. If you donated to Mochi's vet bills, I did make a thread in the general chat in my Discord server with all of his medical records, like, you know, all of his like his biopsy, his what do you call them? What are those called? The ones that show his like blood cell counts and stuff. What are those called? I forgot. What are those called? Hematology. Yeah, his hematology is all in there. His X-rays are in there. His surgery notes are all in there. The surgery procedure stuff is all in there. The comments, like the vet comments, are all in there. So everything is in there. I've got some receipts of some of the stuff we spent money on. Of course, some stuff I don't have off the top of my shit because like that's with my mom or something, or they didn't give an email for it. But I'm trying to collect everything I can. But it's all in there. So yeah. 2025 isn't gonna just be Mochi's year to thrive. 2025, 2026, 2027, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 30, and all the more to come. They're all gonna be his years to thrive. Yeah. How old is Mochi? He is only 3. He is going to be 4 in February. I believe so? I hope I'm getting that right. My other cat turns 12 in 2 days. Yeah, he's very young. That's why we are honestly like suspicious that they said he probably has cancer, because you don't see like gastrointestinal lymphoma, you don't see that until like they're like 10. And because he has no history of, you know, having cancer in his pedigree or anything, like it was definitely a weird situation. Yeah, my girl who we unfortunately had to euthanize last year, she was 16 or 17 when we euthanized her, so she was an old gal. She lived a very long, healthy, happy life. But it was definitely her time to go, and I think we made the right call for her. Is it more likely to encounter shit doctors that just smell money? So there's another vet in my local area that we heavily avoid working with. They're a university, and you know, university, like, so university vets are fucking weird. You have a university, they're students studying, right? And then you've got all this equipment and shit, like all the good stuff, all like the high quality stuff that like equipment and stuff that, you know, only the university has. You know, all that shit's donated, right? Everything that they get is for free, right? They get all this free shit, and then they charge the most fucking insane prices, and then they just like act like they don't give a shit about your animal. It's fucking crazy. Until we found the vet that we've been using for Mochi right now, my other cat, so the cat that we put down last year, we first took her to the university vet, and it was just, I don't remember exactly what happened, but we ended up walking out and saying, you know, like something like, go fuck yourself, you know, like essentially like, go fuck yourself, like, because it was awful. And we ended up driving her like 2 hours away to another vet that we ended up calling, because we needed to euthanize her. She needed to be put down. It was the right thing to do, that we needed to have her euthanized. And that's where we found that really amazing vet that I told you about in another story, where they, like, you know, super great guy, sat down on the floor with us, you know, prayed with us. Just like amazing vets that actually genuinely cared, and like didn't want to like suck us dry for money. But it's the same way with like human doctors too. I, like, as someone who is chronically ill myself, I don't go to the doctor very often. I need to. I'm supposed to be getting like blood work every couple months. I haven't gotten blood work in over a year, right? I don't think I've gotten blood work since my vein collapsed, so that might have been 2 years ago. I really should go get blood work, but we just the other day found a new doctor that we can go in and we can at any point like get blood work done, like just ask to have it ordered with these new doctors, and for like $25 whenever we want. See, like my mom, so thyroid issues was one of the things I have. I've got a thyroid issue,
my aunts have thyroid issues. My grandpa has a thyroid issue. My mom thinks she might has a thyroid issue, but the doctors keep telling her, no, you don't. And we can't order this blood work for you to, you know, see if you have these thyroid issues at all. So my mom hasn't been able to get them because the doctors won't order it for her. But now we have like a new doctor who will, just like if we want it ordered, they'll do it. Like, what? If I am giving you my money and I want blood work done, like, why won't you just do it? Even if you think like you don't have what I think you have, why can't you just run the test to do it? It's just blood work, right? You're still getting paid. Just why can't you run it? So yeah, I think mine is also 3 months. I'm supposed to do it every 3 months. So yeah, we have like found a new doctor who they actually seem to actually give a shit. I don't think it's limited materials. Wanna know a random fact about birds? Tell me about birds. I hate birds right now. I hate birds. Did you see that the fucking... It's so sad. Where is it at? Is it like Washington? Wherever, that one zoo? Because of the bird flu, they like all their big cats. They put all their big cats down. Did you guys see that? That's so fucking sad. Which zoo is that? Yeah, it is in Washington. Animal sanctuary. The bird flu has killed 20 big cats, including cougars. That is so sad. That is so fucking sad. Yes, cats are catching bird flus. I believe there is one case of a man with bird flu, but he has pre-existing health conditions. One thing that's super sad is ferrets. Ferrets have a 100% mortality rate. They're the only ones with a worse mortality rate right now than cats. Cats, it's at like 67, 69% or something like that. And ferrets, it's a 100%. But I mean, like, you know, like tons of chickens and poultry, you know, like have been getting cold over this stuff. Lots of recalls, pet food. No one can feed raw to their pets right now. It's really shitty. They're saying to not let cats, like not let any cats or anything, or pets in general, don't let them outdoors, even like not even catios. They're like saying no catios and no shoes in the house. So we're really, since, you know, Mochi's, you know, taking these steroids and stuff and he's more susceptible to infection, so we're really making sure like we stick to like the no shoes in the house at all. Making sure that the floors are clean, make sure he doesn't, you know, come into contact with like any, like, you know, bird feces or anything. But yeah, it's getting bad. It's just like something that's kind of broken out over the last week or so. So, I mean, if you don't already know that, maybe you should know about that. And maybe, like, if you got friends or family or something that have cats and stuff, you should probably let them know about, like, the bird flu virus going around, because apparently it's getting to be kind of a big thing right now. Yeah, just a week ago, yeah. It's really sad. Birds can't keep getting away with this! It's fucked up! I need to pee again. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Here, bee.
meow, 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 meow. I'd bang a stormtrooper. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Happy New Year! Twain, thank you for the sub! Thank you! Yeah, we already know that. Yeah. Happy New Year and shit. Let's go. Check on. I don't know why it does this. It's fucking annoying. Fucking annoying, mate. Oh man, shit. Chat, do I say glass weird? Glass. I have a glass of water. Glass. Even my mom says I say it weird. It's fucked up. Glass. Cat box. God damn it, do say it weird. Fuck off. Fuck all of you. Stop being right. Oh, there it goes fixed. I had to clear my cache. My cache. My cache. My quiche. I had to clear my quiche. Fuck, man. Fuck that shit. Vase. I know I say vase weird. I say Voss. The reason I say Voss is I grew up with British VTubers. Not VTubers. Goddamn it, I keep saying VTubers instead of YouTubers. I grew up with British YouTubers. You can blame everything I say weird on Aldi's Shadow Lady. Thanks, Aldi's Shadow Lady. I love that pink hair bitch. She's so cute. A glass of water. Kibo's ahead of her time growing up with VTubers. I mean, in a way, I did. I was still a minor when VTubers were a thing. I'm still a minor. Also, Australian YouTubers. The British are at fault. I can get behind that. Yeah, that's true. Fuck them British people. I have a lot of British viewers. Fuck them British people, though. We were gonna do the Raid Shadow Legend stuff, but I didn't even set it all up. So we're gonna do that this week. Throughout this week, we'll do the Raid Shadow Legend stuff. I just don't have everything ready to go to Dix. I have been busy. I still need to catch up on my commissions. I'm probably gonna... The 24 commissions that I open at the start of the month, I'm probably gonna open them on the 6th. Because this next month we have a longer 5 week. We get 5 weeks instead of 4 weeks, I think. So... My commissions are done on a weekend base schedule, so I do Saturday through Monday. I guess I never get an off day. Saturday through Monday I'm working on commissions, and then every day after that, I'm streaming. I stream Tuesday through Friday, and then the weekends through Monday I do commissions. On the one hand, when in doubt, blame the Brits. On the other hand, they're not large enough to do anything anymore. That's true. Their reign is over. Now's the time to make cat girls become a reality and put them in charge of the government. I think cat girls should be in charge of the governments of all the world. I don't care if we make them in a lab. As long as they have the ears and the tail, it's fine. Cat girl supremacy. Morbidly obese cat girls, though. Simple! That's just American cat girls. We need cats in the army so we can call them warrior cats. Yes! Wolf girl arguing for cat girl supreme. I may be wolf girl, but I think cats are still supreme. It's like those transracial people who think that they can become Korean. You know that guy who had all this the plastic surgeries to become Korean,
And he doesn't look like a little bit like Korean. He doesn't look Korean at all. He just looks like an alien. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like that, but with like cat girl. What is that guy's name? Oh, guy who got Ollie London. Oh my god. Yo, chat. Is this Thanos? Is this Thanos from the Squid Games? This dyed hair. Femboy material? Hell nah. That's fucking crazy, dude. The fact is, he was a pretty decently good-looking man before he did this. He looks like he was stung by bees. His face looks wet. It looks moist. It's like you know the last surviving human in Doctor Who, where like she was just like a stretched out piece of flesh and a face, and she was like, moisturize me, and they'd come up with like the spray bottles and spray her. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you even watch Doctor Who? Doctor Who, Last Human. Lady Cassandra! Oh, that's a WebP. That's not gonna go up on my screen. It's not gonna work. There we go. Look, it's Ollie London. Moisturize me, moisturize me. I haven't seen Doctor Who in so many generations. I think the last Doctor I watched was 11, I think. He was my favorite Doctor. Everyone loves the 10th Doctor. I loved the 11th Doctor. He was fantastic. Come on, agree with me, agree with me. 11 is better than 10. I don't even know who's Doctor now. I think they had like a woman or something. I don't remember. At least she's a relatively normal looking woman. Who came after the 11th Doctor? Oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah, the 10th Doctor came back. I wonder what happened in that, because I of course, like I said, stopped watching after the 11th Doctor.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what happened, what came of that, where the 10th Doctor came back. Did he return for like actual season, or did he turn back for like... Oh, he thought he was the 14th Doctor. He's a flamboyantly gay black guy. Oh, he turned in 3-hour-long specials. She thinks that's a joke? No, I believe you. I believe you. That's probably what I would expect to happen to Doctor Who. Like you have to have a woman, and then you gotta have a gay guy, right? That's just modern media for you. You gotta make sure you cover every demographic. The 10th just came back to be ritually humiliated. Rough. Send the gay guy to the bog. You're all the gay guys. The fact that I write a fucking no more pissing and VC announcement in my server as a joke, but you guys took it seriously, and meaning that there was actually some pissing going on in the VC. Here's to a straight 2025. Man, fuck them gay people. How could you do that though? It's like our home. I fully believe one of you is pissing in the VC. I fully believe that. Pack it up, Skill Squad.
Oh, wow.
You have homophobia in your eyes. It's so cool. Rick, thank you for the follow. Bella? He pissed in the VC? Come pissed in the VC? There has been pissing, but not when you mentioned it, so rest assured. Oh boy. Oh, he showered? Did he piss in the shower? Chat, I need you to give me a yes or no answer. No other answers. Just a yes or no. Very simple. Do you piss in the shower? Seven. That's not. What the fuck did I join into? And yes. Okay. Welcome. I hope this sets up your expectations from now on. See? Yep, I'm adding a new column to the spreadsheet. It's just, do they piss in the shower with a check mark or not? I want my lawyer. If it makes you feel better, I piss in the shower. If it makes you feel more comfortable. It's all going in the same plumbing system as getting chased down with soapy water anyways. It's not like I'm pissing into a dry shower and leaving it to stink. True! Okay, if you waffle stomp, you need to die. I never want to meet you in person. At least that means these people take showers. True! All the people saying no probably don't take showers. Including you, Twain. I think you said no. Twain doesn't shower. Is that typical for Romanians? Do Romanians not shower? What even is that? So waffle stomping is when you take a shit in the shower, and you can't. It's not gonna go down the drain as is, right? So you step on it until it mushes up enough and goes down the drain. That's why they call it waffle stomping. It's gross. I ain't that kind of bitch where you're like, oh, don't look it up, it's so gross. I'm just gonna ruin your appetite and the things you envision in your head from now on. I'm just gonna straight up tell you. When you think about it this way, when I explain it to you rather than you looking it up online, you have to visualize it with your own head and think a little bit harder about it than just looking at a picture of it and then instantly clicking off. This is what I do with Crumb. This is how I corrupt her. And then everyone's like, no, you're corrupting her. And I'm like, yeah. I will corrupt your tuba. Not Crumb. Leave Crumb's
innocent so long. Dude, I've never met another VTuber more innocent than Crumb. I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, that shit is just... Like, how she is on stream is exactly how she is off stream. It's crazy. She is so fucking pure. And it's just like... You say something to her, like, that's like everyone understands. Like, it's like a cursed joke that everyone understands. And she's like, what? Like, she does not know. She does not know. It's so sweet, honestly. I chalk it up to her being from Denmark. I feel like Denmark doesn't know what's going on. Hey, I don't think swearing is like not say so or something. I don't think it makes you too say so. Or too unsay so if you swear. Does anyone else have families where like you can just freely swear around them? Because most of my life, my family just lets everyone like freely swear. Like, there's no getting in trouble for swearing. We just like swear at each other. Well, she told me something about Denmark where like if you get to a certain age or whatever, and what is it? Hold on, I have to check our DMs. Let me check my DMs with Crumb. I have to find it. And search our DMs. Yeah. So, in Denmark, if you reach the age of 25 and you're not married, you'll be tied to a chair and pelted with cinnamon. And if you're 30 and still not married, they do it with pepper instead. That's what Crumb said. Why don't we have any traditions like this? Sounds fun, but why? That's a good question. How it works. Friends will wake the person up, tie them to a lamppost, splash them with water, then cover them with cinnamon from head to toe. Sometimes eggs are mixed with the cinnamon to help it stick. The tradition is thought to date back to the 16th century when unmarried people were often teased on their birthdays. It's also based on the history of spice salesmen who traveled and remained unmarried for long periods of time. These people were called Peppersvens, which translates to pepper dudes in English. If someone is still single on the 30th birthday, they're covered in black pepper instead of cinnamon. It's mostly done in small towns and villages, and it's becoming less common as younger generations are interested in keeping up with the tradition. So yeah, it's literally would be funny at my expense, you know? Get cinnamon roll. They turn you into a cookie. It sounds like a drunk thing. I agree, probably. Oh, wait. I think it can still happen if you're like dating someone and you're not married to them. Okay, so relationships don't count. Even if you're dating somebody, it doesn't count. You have to be married at 25 to avoid the cinnamon pelting. When are we peppering the Kiba? Not for a very long time. Not for a very long time. I'd have to be 30 for that. You still got like a decade. Trying to see if I can find more information about this. I feel like the black pepper would suck. Imagine getting that shit like in your eyes. I guess that's to be the same way with the cinnamon. That's so weird. This one person got a cinnamon roll instead for their 25th birthday. I guess that's a fun way to do it, with like a callback to it without actually pelting them in cinnamon. If Japan had this, two things would happen: increased fertility rate or increased rope sales. Damn. Imagine being really depressed and like you can't find a mate, and you're like, I'm 25 or like I'm 30. Like you're like, this fucking sucks, dude. I can't find somebody, and they just fucking they really rub it in your face by pelting you in cinnamon or pepper. I'd rope too. Greatest Keen, thank you for the follow. Like, that would push me over the edge. Cubes, you're not helping? It would make me sad. If I was depressed about it and like someone fucking really rubbed it in by literally rubbing spices in me, I'd be like, man, I'm dying, man. I mean, either way, rope's going around a light post, so I like the tradition still works. Do you think they do that? Never mind. That's dark. That's dark. Not funny. I think you got all the soda. Hey, I have water in it right now. I'm trying to get the last bit of water.
Meow 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 meow. I love chicken. I love liver. Meow mix, please deliver. I love chicken. I love liver. Meow mix, please deliver.
I'm sorry, Supa. When I drink soda, it's all diet. It's all diet soda. Happy New Year, Kiba. I was a bit disappointed by this Christmas, so I wish very hard for the first star to get another one. In short, my dream came true. My parents are divorcing, and now I'll have 2 times the presents. Yippee! Wow. I hope you're happy. Seriously about that, and that's not supposed to be something sad. I'm sorry, or I'm happy for you. Thank you for the gift subs, by the way.
Valorant gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
Do people get fatter from diet soda since it tricks them into drinking more soda? I don't think that's how it works exactly. I think it's but like a lot of people who do drink diet soda, I think it's more something to do with over drinking or something like that. Like, just like, it's not the soda itself making you fat, it's the overconsumption. Yeah, the soda encourages consumption of unhealthy good in general. Like, for example, like, I think if you're doing like a intermittent fasting or something, like, you should still make sure to not drink soda or anything, even if it's diet, you know, 0 calorie. Don't drink it outside of your fasting or during your fast. Don't drink it during your fast because it'll still trigger a response from your body. Okay, Supo. Okay, Supo. I love intermittent fasting, honestly. It's made me feel a lot healthier. I eat between 12 and 8 p.m. Eliminating food right before bedtime? Huge. Huge. It does huge things when I wake up in the morning. Also, if you're drinking soda all the time, you're not exactly, you know, drinking water. Even if it's diet soda, you're not getting a lot of water because you're quenching your thirst constantly with soda. So you need to drink more water. I wish I could forget to eat, but unfortunately my stomach loves to like growl like crazy and it pisses me off. I hate the sound of my stomach growling. I don't know why, it triggers me. And I get upset and I'm like, ew, I hate that. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. That's why I can't wait for it to warm up again so I can go back outside for my jogs. Because it was really easy to like ignore hunger in the morning by just working out first thing. I don't starve myself. I eat a healthy amount. I eat 1,200 calories a day. And I eat good foods, like proteins and stuff. I make sure to get a lot of protein. And I eat my veggies. I am a big veggie fan. My go-to snack is bell peppers and ranch. 1,200's a lot for a leprechaun. Shut up, I'm not a leprechaun. Remember, I'm short. I'm short. So... I prefer bell peppers raw. I like them when they're crispy. But I put bell peppers as well when I make like sausages, like German sausages, like kielbasa and stuff. I'll put like bell peppers and they taste good cooked in with it. But I like to eat them raw, straight from the fridge, crispy, crunchy. How many millimeters? Shut up, that doesn't... I think I'm like slightly under 1.5 meters tall. I don't know, I only know freedom units, so... Something under 1.5, I think. I need to get some cleaning up done in my room before this weekend. Oh my god, I'm so sleepy. Holy shit. I don't know why I'm sleepy. I mean, I guess the sun's down right now, so that would explain it. Kiba's lying, she's 2.75 meters tall and 450 pounds? So true. All of it is true. All of it's muscle. I'm a fucking bodybuilder. I'm beefy. I have every single one of my muscles in my body is super trained. I can pick things up with my chest. Wait, you know how buff men, they can do that thing where like their breasts, like they can like move them, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Or like they're buff and they can move, like, yeah, like they can flex their pecs, right? If women are beefy like that, can they like flex their titties and like, I don't know, make their titties dance? Yes. I want to see that. I want to see a titty dance. I've seen it done, yo. Titty dance, titty dance, titty dance. I mean, I guess it wasn't there that woman who had like the things on her nipples and she like spun them in circles to the song? Is that the same thing? Yeah, the tassels. You're gonna get me hit again? Uh-oh. Tomer's girlfriend, he's looking it up right now. You need to look at his phone and you need to punch him in the face. He's looking at this woman's titties right now. He's looking at the titties. He's got titties on his phone. I'm showing them right now on stream. I'm showing titties right now on stream and he's looking at them and he's looking at them really closely. You gotta punch him. Punch him, punch him, punch him! How much would you pay to see a titty dance? Maybe like $3.50 or something. $3.50. Clearing browser history now. You see that? He's clearing his browser history. Go through his phone. Go through his phone. Go through his phone. Go through his phone. $3.50. I'm a menace. I love creating chaos. I love starting shit. That's like gatekeep girl boss. How much would you pay if the woman's boobs were half her body weight? Oh, gross. I don't like... What is it called? Hyper? I hate hyper. I'm not into hyper. Especially the ones with the big boobies, where they make the nipples big and long. I hate it so much. It pisses me off. It's like, that's not hot. I don't want to see no noodle nipples. I don't like noodle nipples. And what's up with Fuda art? And they always give the Fudas way too big of a penis. Have you seen Sandy Cheek's penis for art? I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I actually, yeah, I do look at normal sized boobas on the internet. Yeah, I don't like hyper. I think it's strange. It's not my thing at all. I like proportionately sized women and men. Like, I like when they look normal. I don't know, is that an unbased take to like normal looking proportions? I'm not a furry! Ideal height for men? Taller than me. Unless you're what's his name? What's his name? Fuck. Peter Dinklage. Unless you're Peter Dinklage, you have to be taller than me. Dude, I was watching Elf the other day and I forgot Peter Dinklage is an elf. And I was like, I was sitting on the couch with my mom and dad watching Elf and I was like, oh my god, I forgot Peter Dinklage is in there. And then I out loud said, I was like, damn, he's so hot. And my dad was like, the dwarf? And I was like, yeah! I'll tell you, 4'10". You know what they say, big things come in small packages. Really trying to make yourself feel better about your height? No, it's only Peter Dinklage. He's the only... He's the only one that can get it. But I mean, I like tall fictional men wearing tactical masks. That's my type. And I unfortunately think it's very hard to find my type in this world. Master Chief! Master Chief, but the mask stays on. Or robots. Robots are great. Specific, I guess more cyborgs. Wouldn't oh fuck. Wouldn't Cade be kind of like technically more like a cyborg than a robot? They're technically more like cyborgs. Because they're not artificial. I guess no, they're more like androids. They're androids, that's what you would call them, right? They're androids? Dude, I would mating press Cortana if she was 300 pounds. Shut up, Supo! You wouldn't even be able to get her legs above her head. How could you mating press her? I earned a hype chest. What is a hype chest? Oh, I got a little emote. Look at it. It's a little, what is it, a frog? That's cute. Choo-choo! Have you guys been watching Squid Game Season 2? I guess it's over now. I'm not gonna spoil, but I'm so mad my favorite character died in a stupid way. He was funny as fuck. Yeah, there's a season 2. It came out on the 26th. And I think the season 3 is a continuation of season 2, I think, and it's in post-production, so it's gonna come out in the next half year. Like, it's already all filmed and everything. No, Squid Games is a series. Netflix series. I'm so tired of my favorite characters dying, even though when like they're antagonists, like it's obviously the antagonist is gonna die. It's so stupid. Whatever. Anywho, I think I'm gonna head out so I can get ahead on some commissions and some cleaning and stuff. But I'm so glad that we got back together again. I missed you guys. And I love you guys, and I'm really happy to be back. I'm really happy to have a sense of normalcy. I'm so glad my cat's not dead, and because I probably would have had to take a very long break. I don't think I would have been mentally okay, to be honest with you. My cats are my world. My cats are my babies. I literally feel like my cats are my children. So
I'ma head out now. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. Ow!